Hello and welcome to another installment of Mike and Dee versus the world. It's the show where you can get involved and listen and also contribute via text. Not text, actually.
Text. Well, no.
Email.
Unless this is the thing.
Email.
Unless if they know us personally and they have our numbers, then they can text.
So I was right.
Yeah. See, there's
Let's
always
start that again.
only for the privileged few.
Okay, the privileged few can text me on my number, which I'm not going to read out on air because that's just stupid.
Yeah.
Right? But what you can do, you can get in contact with us on Facebook. That is
Mike and Dee versus the world.
Yeah. Or Twitter at Mike and Dee. Or email mikeanddee44 at yahoo.co.uk.
Yeah. So I'm Dee, and this is Mike. So what's been going on? What's in the news, and Mike? What should we start with?
We've got another
problems.
Well, we should let the listeners know that we discuss many issues, more everyday things that concern us or that have amused us.
Yeah.
And if you want, you can also make suggestions of things that you want to talk about, and we will do our best to solve.
Yeah,
I think.
I mean, here at Mike and Dee, we encourage the listener to participate. Leave messages or text or whatever on the Facebook, whatever, and then get involved with the conversation. If you've got something to say, then say it. If you think that what we're talking about is load of rubbish, then you can tell us
to start with that, really.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, or you can say that we're totally awesome. We prefer that one rather than the rubbish one.
Yeah,
it doesn't do anything.
Twice you've mentioned that you're not helping.
I'm not. I'm sorry.
Right.
I didn't. Don't take that on board, Mike. Forget about that. We're not rubbish. Why? I understand.
I don't know what you mean by that. I'm not reading any messages into it. Anyway, yes, you can get in contact with us. Facebook, Mike and Dee versus the world, or Twitter at Mike and Dee. And I'll say the email one more time because it's quite annoying to have to say it all the time. Mike and Dee 44 at yahoo.co.uk. What I wanted to start today's discussion with is etiquette.
Okay.
During my day job, right? Because in the day, I'm just your everyday guy.
Yeah.
At night, I'm like Batman.
So I was going to say Clark Kent, but you took it. What? Clark Kent would have been more believable.
What I look more like.
No, I was just saying. You can either be Clark Kent or you can be Bruce Wayne. Come on. Where is the downside to that? Bruce Wayne, eccentric millionaire, or
so knight, what you want
adversary? Oh no,
you want to be like the office chump who everyone classes.
But see, you think he's a chump, but he's understated. He keeps it cool. He don't go around bragging and showing off. That,
would you rather? I'm just going to simplify. Would you rather be a chump 50% of the day or not at all?
Well, you know what, chumpness is in the eye of the beholder.
It really is.
You may think that this person's a chump, but they may be, super awesome and cool. And
no, he's a chump.
But that's your opinion, not necessarily.
Who respected Clark Kent apart from Lois? His boss actually hated him. No one. How many people?
When was that ever explored in any of the films?
It was clear.
Clark, get out there, and I hate you. I just want to punch you, man.
He didn't talk to him with any respect.
Well, he was the editor. He doesn't talk to anyone with respect. He wants results. He wants the story. He wants that news, son.
Yeah, he didn't like Clark. Anyway, we are digressing.
All right, fine.
I wanted to talk about etiquette.
Yes.
In my day job,
okay.
I've got to share an office with a number of people.
So is etiquette a big problem or a big issue in your office?
Actually, I work in 2 offices. I'm important man.
I'm doing work you can't even understand.
It's an office. It is. Right. I mean, I'm doing a desk job.
Are you like Tom Cruise in like Minority Report? You're working with holographic screens and you're looking into the future and making things happen.
No, there's nothing like that.
You're just like stamping papers and just shuffling.
There is
in tray to the out tray.
Yeah, stamp liquor. That's what they call it. Anyway,
Jotter. What are you doing, Mike?
That's exactly right. Anyway, so I got to share an office, but in this other office, I don't work there very often, but once or twice I have to. Right. And what happened was that I was in the office with this guy.
Okay.
And he just said, "Yeah, I'll be back in a minute," and he left. I'm like, fine. I mean, I don't know why he was telling me because what he does has got nothing to do with me.
Okay.
But that's not the point. The point is, I was just sitting in the office, breathing normally. Normally.
Did you need to add that to the story?
Yes, I did.
You were breathing normally, like that's usually an issue.
But when you breathe normally, you tend to breathe in through your mouth. All right. When you're concentrating, you might, close your mouth and breathe through your nose. But I'll just relax.
Just relax, enjoying something.
You know what the man did?
What did he do?
He passed wind, right, in the office, left it, closed the door.
Oh, wait, so he closed you in there with
That's
his
it. That's
wind.
Yeah, so I'm breathing through my mouth,
What
right?
kind of
Breathe through my mouth, where there's taste buds.
graceful behavior? Oh,
Yeah, it was
and
foul.
then when your mind makes a connection,
I felt violated.
you
by
might
that.
as well have your face
I was
pressed into his
violated by
buttocks.
what? What?
That's what you see in your mind, really, Mike. When you breathe in through your mouth, when someone's passed wind, that's what you're thinking. Technically, it's just me.
Nah, it reminded me of what I saw. This weird school prank years ago, right?
Weird school prank.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a connection.
Were
in
you
the
at
story.
school when this happened, or is somebody else's unfortunate childhood?
Never happened to me. That's the important part.
Never me.
Never
Not
me.
No, all right.
No, I wouldn't have gotten through school if someone done that to me.
So what did they do then?
Traumatized me. But basically, all I remember is seeing, it's like one of them typical Bermondsey kids, with a basin haircut in the 80s.
Oh, okay.
Right. And it was like lunchtime, and he kind of walked up to this other kid, farted in a cup, and then pushed it in his face. So some of that or something like that. That's what I felt like today. I felt like that kid.
I
who
like
was
the way
being
you had to
violated.
use a cup to get
Yeah,
the pulls
I thought it
across.
was quite creative.
Yeah,
but, resourceful.
Yes, that's the word, resourceful. Wow.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. So
my issue was why this guy thought it was okay to fart.
well, it's not. I think that's
Right.
the bottom line. That's not acceptable.
But
I mean,
the thing is, this is not the first time he's done it. And I was talking
it's an
about
ongoing thing.
Yeah, a number of people.
Are you being
noticed
harassed
this.
at work?
Not me.
Oh, okay.
By
Other
the
people.
farting man.
By the
No.
farting.
Yeah, no. What's not,
The
that-
wind passer. The windbreaker.
Can you imagine having to call the police about that?
That wouldn't take you seriously, Mike. I think you.
I don't think so. But it was foul. The first thing I was like, what have you been eating?
Oh my god! So you
And the
wanna
thing is,
start
a number
going
of
down
other
that-
people at lunch were saying,
Oh,
yeah,
really?
man, this is really bad. Yeah, because he's
It
done
was
it before.
contemplating.
It was well known. It was well
sampling
known.
it and making their own judgments and rating it from 1 to 10 and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it was pretty
How
bad.
bad it really
But
is.
I want to know
So wait,
about...
has anybody spoke to him about this?
No. How do you bring that up?
Well, it is awkward, yeah. I mean, unless you all do it to him
So let's
simultaneously.
say you're sitting there in the office and he just lets one off, one of them silent one. And that's the thing. From the smell, I don't know how you can tell, but this had to be let out slowly. It's like a dangerous gas.
It's too violent to be
the
thrust
atom,
into the atmosphere.
exactly. The atomic structure of the gas would rub too closely together. There'll be friction, right?
Expansion,
It
heat.
was foul. It
Oh.
was foul. But what I wanted to talk about wasn't
Yes.
my disgust at the smell that this man could produce.
Okay.
Right? What I wanted to discuss was about etiquette and
Okay.
what is considered decent. The things you do and you don't do. It's
Well-
like there's some rules, like some people take a dump at work. Other
Okay.
people won't. All right.
I just want to
But,
step
yeah.
in quickly and just say, for any new listeners that we have, our show isn't always about farts and bodily
Yeah,
functions.
we don't usually stoop to this
Sometimes
level.
we have very deep, meaningful conversations, contemplate the universe, and
Well,
in
this
an
is not about
existential way.
toilets. It's
But
not about toilets. It's everything.
It's everything.
like
Okay.
going to someone's house and eating with your
Yeah.
elbows on the table.
Yeah, some
whatever.
people might find it offensive. I understand. Yeah, there's a social convention everybody kinds to try to adhere to when you're in polite company. You don't want to go around and taking off your pants and unzipping your belt and I've had so much food, I gotta unzip these
When has
trousers.
anyone ever had to do that? How much food do you
It's
have to eat?
that whole Christmas dinner type thing where your stomach is
Yeah,
stuffed.
but
and
no
you
one
have to-
should be undoing their pants at Christmas dinner. That's
No, but again, maybe that's part of the social
Merry
convention.
Christmas.
Overstepping the line, you know what I mean?
If I ever see a man say that to me, Merry Christmas, and he starts
And
undoing
he's undoing it.
undoing his flight,
It's
I
not-
think,
your Christmas won't be
Yeah,
Merry.
I don't wanna
His-
see
his
that
Christmas
present.
he's talking about.
yeah, that's a different type of present.
Well, yeah, I guess. But again, even something as simple as undoing your belt, that's a shaky ground that you're on there, man. You don't want to just be doing that.
Yeah, because either it's freaky time or you're gonna beat someone.
Kind of beat. Well, that's one thing that will definitely get someone's attention. I mean, if you're standing at a bus stop and everyone's just there waiting for the bus, and then all of a sudden you just start undoing your belt buckle, people are going to start to move
in the other
making
direction.
plans. They're they're planning for the future because
So, have you got in a situation where you can take off your belt and it's totally appropriate?
not in public, I don't think. No,
Okay.
I don't think. I think if you have to either be in a swimming bath or changing clothes or something like that, but changing room in a closed department store or something like that. But not just on the
then
street.
and only then can you take your belt off.
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to.
Or if your trousers are on fire. I think it's warranted there. I don't think anyone can really complain.
It won't really matter. They won't be on fire for very long, actually, if you think about it. Unless they're made of corduroy. Because that will take a long time to burn.
Maybe you have like that. You remember those old shell suits from back in the 90s, right? You just happen to dig one out of out your wardrobe.
Those things, right, were a fire hazard. You know, the next time I see a sign in a workplace where it says fire hazard, I want to see a shell suit on the door, because those things were made out of like some woven flammable plastic filled with some sort of cotton fleece thing.
Yeah, made
with
from
cotton.
petrol and dry leaves. Might just have been that, because it was ridiculous how fast. I remember they did like this demonstration back in the 90s when everyone realized that these things were so flammable. I was like, yes, remember your beloved tracksuit, what were they called? They weren't tracksuit, what were they? Shell suit, sorry. Yeah, your beloved shell suit, and they had it on a mannequin, and they kind of went up to one of the ankles with a match, and then they just did like these shots. It was like 4 separate images. Like the first one was the hand reaching towards the trouser leg, and then by the last one it was just the shoulders left, and everything was just a black smoky mess.
That's pretty extreme. But you know what? There's a contradiction there, because loads of clothes are flammable.
Yeah,
like
it's the level
a
of
mink coat
flammability, I should say. That's a word.
Yeah, but I mean, what situation would you have to be in for your clothes to easily catch fire? Right? You know what I mean? It's the risks are low. If you're in the towering inferno, your shell shoot is the last of your worries.
I gotta keep this, damage free. This is fly.
This won't be in fashion until the 90s. You understand?
Yeah.
Anyway, we want to hear from you and find out from you what particular etiquette you regard to be important, like the workplace thing.
Yeah.
Things you can do at work, things you can't do at work.
Okay.
Things you accept people to do when, I guess, they're coming to your house or something.
Yeah, how you expect people to behave. I mean, there's the old adage of treat people how you expect to be treated, but that works all well and good when everybody feels the same way and expects to be treated the same way. But some people have different views of what is okay and how they expect to treat people. So it's like the whole. I think we were talking about a few weeks ago, Mike. We were talking about greetings, and someone greets you and gives you a kiss on the cheek. I mean, when is that okay? That's a grey area to me.
Wasn't expecting that. I think it's a European thing.
Well, maybe, but then, I mean,
and it depends how many. Is there a difference between like one kiss and 2 kisses? And is there any?
I suppose it depends how the kiss is given. I mean, if it's like,
well, if they start licking your cheek, right, then there's something wrong.
This is more than the kissing now,
or good, depending on how you feel.
Or if you're enjoying it, if that's your thing, then fine. But I mean,
like forward for my liking.
Yeah,
but
I mean, all right.
To be asked,
it's like say if you're gonna you've got a bit of a cold or flu, and you go to the doctor's, Mike, and the doctor shouldn't be kissing. Well, this is what I'm saying. You're gonna think someone's crossing the line here, but when because you don't want to make a fuss because he might not treat you, and then where do you stand?
Wait, so all right, let's play this out. So, okay, you're coming into the doctor's surgery. I'm gonna be your doctor.
Okay.
All right. And you walk in. I'll say, yeah, good evening, Mr. D.
Mr. D. Yeah. Yeah.
Come in. How can I help you today?
Yeah, doctor. I'd say I've been feeling a bit under the weather, bit of a cold, rattly chest, all that. Just want you to have a look, see if everything's all right, and then.
All right. You know what? As we're doing this, I'm just realising you should have been a doctor. I don't want to have to be the pervert in this. Right. But anyway,
because I do. Yeah, that's what I get. Yeah, give Dave.
It suits you. All right. So, all right. I'm going to do it on this one occasion. Right. Okay. So take a seat. Let's have a listen to your chest. So can you lift up your shirt?
All right, listeners. Just imagine me lifting up my shirt because I'm miming it, so it doesn't really work well on radio. But yeah, my shirt is up now, doctor, as you can see.
Okay. I have no idea why you're telling me that, but however, I will listen to your chest.
Okay.
And he's like, okay, let me have a look in your ears. And as he looks in your ears, you feel him.
Wait, so he's listening to my chest and looking in my ear at the same time?
He's got a really big head.
What's that got to do with anything? Got a really big head.
His eyes are slightly to the side of his head, right? So it's like a horse. He can see them both.
Wait, Dr. Horse now. Why is this happening? Okay. Dr. Horse. Yes, Dr. Horse. Please check my ears while you check my chest for some kind of infection.
Okay, so he gets close, looks in your ears, and then he slowly
eyeballs. Yeah,
he slowly kind of looks close to your cheek and then licks your cheek.
Licks my cheek
and gives you a little kiss.
Wait, what? Like the licking is gonna still lead on to something else. From the tongue comes into contact. This is over. Whatever we had here is finished. There's no leading into. I'm just gonna lick you first. There's no.
All right, look, you can have your rants later.
Can I? After he's had his fun, had his way with me.
You could talk all you want. No one will believe you. All right,
scream all you want. Ain't no one gonna hear ye. No,
that's scarily accurate. But anyway, right. So he licks your cheek. And and he gives you a little kiss and carries on like everything's normal. And you look at him obviously like, what the hell is that?
All this time I'm sitting there letting him have his way with my face.
It's not happening as slowly as you're imagining it, D. Right?
Pretty sure it's going to seem like a million years is passing. If you say he's slowly licking my cheek.
No, I didn't say slowly. You imagine that. That's your imagination.
Really?
But we can listen to this later and see if we actually. I did say.
Okay, pretty sure you
slowly,
said slowly.
But I'm pretty sure I just said he just licks your cheek and gives you a kiss.
just a kiss.
And he looks at you. He goes, "Oh, sorry, you're unfamiliar with that culture."
What do you mean unfamiliar? Like there is
where
no
I come
culture.
from.
No.
Everyone does that.
Where do you come from? The porn industry. That
land.
Is not, the porn land. Yeah. I'm sure that's what you call it.
Yeah. Well, whatever. But the point is, it could be considered rude. Obviously, this is an extreme example, but I mean, like
overstepping one's boundaries.
All right, if somebody just gives you a kiss on the cheek.
No. Why are you kissing me? Why? I can understand if I came in and lead in for a kiss and he was like, "Oh, we're doing the whole European." Let the kiss be instigated. Don't just rush into a kiss.
How about let's fast forward a few years where your child
suing the
doctor. Yeah, after you've gotten over the trauma. All right, your daughter has a boyfriend, right? And he comes to me. He's like, "Hey, Dad." All right, he doesn't say that. That's a bit forward.
Yeah,
well, you meet you for the first time.
Yes.
And he comes up to you, gives you a kind of arm handshake, kind of leans forward and gives you a kiss on the cheek.
No.
And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. This is what we do where we come from." Again, I don't know what accent that was.
I don't know. But it tried to make it vague enough that it's believable.
Yeah.
No, it's not going to fly. I was like, I want details. Where are you from? Show me one other person that does this.
Yes, I don't have them with me.
Don't have. Yeah, you have.
But the point is
what you have.
That's what you'd be saying to him.
No,
and he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I did not realize this. This is normal where I come from."
Nah, you know what? Just stop the bullshit, because it isn't. You know what you tried to do. You've been caught. Own up to it. Yeah.
What? He's tried to molest his girlfriend's dad in front of her.
Hey, not my words. I didn't even have to give you that thought. You just went there.
No, that's because that's the only conclusion you could have come.
Exactly. It's the only conclusion
that you could have come to.
You don't need the end bit.
You could
just
say
the only conclusion.
I see. You're a difficult man.
You were, as far as I've seen it, you've dug your own grave. Yeah, you've done.
Now there's graves involved.
Yeah, well, metaphorically speaking, I'm not literally going to. Well, anyway, no, we're not going to go down that road. All I'm saying is that if you cross that boundary of, especially with physical contact, all right.
So what would have been appropriate?
Handshake would have been fine.
If he just gave you a good hug. He's like, "Good to meet you."
I think with that kind of thing,
to meet you.
Yeah, it has to be instigated.
Really
you
good.
Can't. Yeah, don't stop saying good. Yeah, I don't care how good you think it is. We and you are not sharing the same level of appreciation.
It's all good.
All right, get out. Get out of my house.
Oh, wait, he doesn't say forget the good stuff. He just gives you a hug.
Forget the good stuff. Yeah, all the good stuff. The good things that were happening. No, I wouldn't be enjoying it. I would be, as far as I can say.
So, do you have any particular bugbears, if you like, about, people's etiquette? What about when people eat?
When I see people, well, you see, I'm kind of weird when it comes to noises that people make with their mouth. Now, I'm not just about speaking, because obviously we need that to get by, but I'm just, when you just hear someone and you're on the bus or somewhere in a restaurant and someone's there and they're just going,
Yeah, the
for
whole goldfish.
Yeah, they're not even eating. They're just making that noise with their mouth, or they're just sucking their teeth, or something.
You're getting on the wrong bus.
Well, clearly,
I very rarely notice that. I very rarely notice
but that's what I'm saying. Maybe it's something with me. Maybe I subconsciously look for it, but it just drives me up the wall, And if you're doing that for no reason, that makes it twice as bad, 10 times.
But I think
worse.
also you might be looking for it, in the sense that
you're
aware of it to the point where you actually look out for it. So it kind of magnifies the situation.
Well, I'm not walking the street staring at people's mouths and looking and seeing what they're doing.
I hope you're not. But
it's just that if it happens, I think if it happens once and I hear it, then I'm going to be obsessed with it. But
that's my point. So there's an obsessive aspect to it. It's like, since I've been getting on the buses, I'm quite phobic in that sense where I'm acutely aware. Yeah. Yeah. It's like I saw some guy the other day and he was kind of scratching next to his nose. He's getting a bit too close to the nostril area. He was scratching his face and then he put his hand on some railing or something in the bus. I was like, well, some poor child. Yeah. Now some poor child is going to touch that seat, scratch the eye, and then they'll be blind.
Straight to blindness. Not even pink eye, just blind.
Blind.
That eye's gone now forever.
That's it. Yeah, because before he was he had his hands in something not so clean.
What, cyanide?
He touched the bottom of his shoe as he was putting his shoe on, and he stepped in dog poo the other day. Right?
The other day, and he just left it on his head.
Yeah. No, but when he put on his shoe this morning, it's a morning bus. Forgot to tell you that before.
Oh, okay.
And now it is.
Backstory. All right. Yeah. More
there
believable.
You go. Yeah.
So
it's raining a bit. So it's got a bit it's got a bit moist. Oh all right. So he's
so much detail.
Yeah. He's got a bit under his fingernail. He scratched his nose, and then touched the seat. Kid touched it. Blind.
Okay. What is this show?
Believable now, isn't it?
Unfortunately, I can't help but think about that now.
Yeah, so etiquette. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, that extreme situation, I guess, would probably backfire. But I can't really realistically see that happening, Mike. I'd hate to see that happen. Very clever. Yeah,
thank you. We also have an email. Email D.
Again with emails, yes. Yeah. It's the future, Mike.
This is from our friend, the listener. Who we understand is quite some distance. He's in the north of the country. I understand that the weather's not going so well up there, so I hope you're okay. I guess you must be, because you're listening to us.
Clearly
you've got time to send emails. So unless you're one of those silly guys in a movie who like this, when there's a hurricane, I gotta get a camera.
Yeah.
But we know he's not that sort of guy. He definitely wouldn't be hanging around.
We just prop the camera up somewhere.
Anyway, he's emailed us. Yes. And he says, when I was being brought up. That's an interesting way of saying it, isn't it? I would say when I was brought up.
When I was brought up?
When I was being brought up. He's bringing it to the moment.
Okay.
Very good English.
Yeah.
Anyway.
See, teaching us.
I had no awareness of that before then. I see why they put certain things in place. Anyway.
Okay.
When I was being brought up, we were expected to finish everything on the plate, whatever it was, even liver and onions or porridge.
All in one bowl.
Wow, that's an eclectic meal, man. Anyway, there was none of this picking and choosing and asking for alternative menus like there is now.
Yeah.
It's probably the only reason why I like vegetables, because I don't know any better. Yeah.
Well, I can agree with the listener.
Well, if that was your only food choice back then.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised you're so willing to eat different things.
Well, this is it. Anything's better than that, I guess, after a while.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only so far that novelty
liver
and onions is going to stay
You know what?
exciting.
I love liver and onions, they always put them together. And onions add taste and flavour to things and make it better.
Well, make it taste
except for liver. Liver. Because what happens is that you get the taste.
Help it can get,
it needs only emergency A&E department.
Liver.
It sounds like something some sick baron should be eating.
Yeah,
but anyway, the thing is about liver is that, and onions, is that when you eat them together, you get the taste of the onion, and you think, I really like the taste of this onion, right?
Yes. Liver's not doing much for me, but the onions, amazing.
Yeah, but now I've got the liver in my mouth. I realise how good the onion tastes.
I hated
I have
onions
a
before.
new appreciation for onions, but now I hate the liver even more than I did before. It's just a meal that just doesn't help you at all.
No, I don't think it's meant to. It's one of them ones where it's supposed to be good for you, and that's all
I
the
don't believe
enjoyment you're going to get out of it, or the satisfaction. At least
I
it was
don't think it's good
me.
for you. I don't believe it's good. You know what? It's just too obvious. Oh, liver's good for you. I remember I was told it.
Nothing else going for
Yeah, it's good for your liver.
Well, good for you, or eating more
Good-
liver.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
good
not-
for my liver. Well,
But that doesn't make sense, because if I eat other things, like if I eat a chicken wing,
would it?
I haven't got a wing. Am I going to grow a wing?
With that
No.
kind of spurious reason, does that mean like stomach acid would be good for you as well? Eat that stomach acid; it'll help when you're actually eating food that you can.
I might have to go
digest.
to the butcher's and just buy cow teeth. and,
Cow teeth.
and just say to the kids, forget Colgate, chew on these, and your teeth will be strong as
strong
steel
as a cow. Yeah, chew all the
before
grass
it
you
was
want.
killed.
That's the main selling point of cow's teeth.
Before
really,
it
isn't
was butchered
the ability to
and given
graze.
to you to eat.
What kind of shit? That's like some kind of medieval medicine man's solution to something. Oh, I was working out in the field and I was struck down by a demon. He's hurt my gums and my teeth. I don't know what it is. Eat these cow teeth. That will make you better. You know what I mean? Just give you a little purse of the cow teeth. You're there, try to eat these with your already inferior teeth over the next couple of days, hoping that somehow.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's no logic to liver. No. What I mean, if that's the case, cow foot must be good for your foot.
Well, I know we differ on cowfoot. Cowfoot is
not
delicacy.
food.
It's
Anyone who
delicious.
is listening and you've eaten a cow's foot,
look. You know what? If
A
you put
cow's
it like that,
actual foot.
it's gonna sound
You've eaten
disgusting,
it.
right?
Okay.
What I'm saying, listen, listeners, right? You have to understand the thing about me,
Yeah.
right? I'm old school yard, yeah. I'm into my hard food, as I say.
you might have to explain yard to some
All right.
people.
Jamaica, let's say, right? My mum's from Jamaica. I was brought up in a Caribbean household. What?
It sounds like a Dickens novel.
I'm
where
painting.
you're going-
I'm painting backstory. I mean,
Okay,
the listeners
fine.
don't know anything about me. I'm just a voice coming out of a speaker. I'm trying to paint a picture. You know, I relate to this dude, Jamaica. I've heard of that. You know what I mean? We're getting closer. Anyway,
Okay.
so yeah, so obviously my mum brought us up in the whole Jamaican ways, and you know, certain kind of foods and dishes. And one of the dishes from Jamaica is a delicacy called cowfoot. You know, now I mean, some of you out there
I love the way you
you lot
describe
out
it.
there.
A
Yeah.
delicacy.
It's a delicacy, man. Yeah. Look,
The-
every country has their own unique dishes that
Just
other
say
people,
there's something
foreigners,
that we eat called cow foot. It can only be described as
like
something.
something. It's a cow's
It's
foot.
a foot.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like
A dish.
It's
If I
a dish.
if
It's
I
the-
if I
it's how
give
it's
you a
prepared.
dish, if I give you a dish today and there's a cow's foot on it,
yeah. If you just chop a cow's
Alright,
leg off
imagine-
and give it to me, then no, it
imagine
won't be
imagine
appealing.
like Gordon Ramsay, right? And he's in a restaurant. He's visiting a restaurant.
Yeah.
And the waiter comes over and he says, "Your meal is served, sir." Right? And it's just a foot on a plate.
Yeah. Well, why would you do that? You're just
Gordon
asking
Ramsay, I can
for
guarantee.
ridicule.
No, I can guarantee Gordon Ramsay will not be using the word dish.
Well, if
in
you're gonna make it that,
that
basic,
situation.
where cow foot, it's a cow's foot. That's like saying, "Oh, I fancy some chicken," so I just wring a chicken's neck and chuck it into your lap. Is that gonna be the same as fully prepared chicken?
Not if it's not on a plate.
Well, no, on the plate. The plate is what makes the difference. So I grab this chicken, wring its neck, and force it
I'll
to
tell
stay
you,
on a
a plate makes a difference.
Not that much of a difference. Not to the chicken.
All right, let's flip this. I can't believe we're two grown men are discussing this. All right,
Okay.
but imagine you're in a restaurant and someone brings some soup over and they just pour it on the table.
With no bowl. You're just asking for
You're
a friend,
gonna,
though, aren't
exactly.
you?
So
That's just
you'll be just
abuse.
equally offended. If you
Yeah,
say
but
your
how-
soup is served, sir, and
how
then he
is
just
that the
poured it on the
same?
table.
Where is
Right?
the link
You said there's
between
no
these two
difference.
issues?
You said that the plate shouldn't make a difference. I'm saying the plate does make a difference.
No, not
In
if what
both
someone's
situations.
serving you is a chicken with its neck broken. Last thing you're going to be worried about is crockery. You're going to be thinking, why have you chucked this dying chicken into my lap, which isn't fully dead, still flapping around, which is creepy at best, and neck is all hanging off to the side and stuff.
Okay,
That's
well,
horrific.
all right, that's slightly off the point.
Well, this is what I'm saying. You're saying cowfoot, cow's foot. Just chop
All right,
it off and chuck it at 'em.
fine. All right,
Yeah.
you explain the delicacy of cowfoot
Well,
before we go to break.
I'm not
in
going
a
to
couple of minutes.
give people recipes on how to cook cowfoot. You know what I mean? That's a long process. Basically, it is cooked, it's prepared in like either a soup or just a dish where you
Which is made out of
what's made out of the soup.
yeah,
Yeah, well, it's lots of
the
different
fat that's been boiled off of the foot.
Why?
I'm just saying. Just saying.
It's a delicacy, yeah. It's just how it's put together. It's like, I don't know, like gravy. Gravy is fat. You know what I mean? You enjoy gravy, don't you? I'm not talking about like your bisto. Yeah, I'm talking about proper juices from animal, from meat. You know, cooked up.
That's the thing. That's the problem I have with cowfoot. There's no meat in it.
It's not always about the meat, Mike. You know, sometimes it's like you eat for the taste. You know, it's a delicacy. That's why it's not.
You know what it is, really? You know, like, imagine an old man's foot.
No, I'm not going to imagine an old man's foot, even
Imagine-
though I am
alright,
already.
this is a bad reference point.
You're
No,
not
no.
linking those two things together.
Alright, not an old man's foot,
Okay.
but imagine one of the extras from 12 Years as a Slave. Right? Not the main guy, Chiwetel Ejiofor, wicked actor.
Okay.
Right? No,
not talking about his
one
feet.
one of them shiny brothers at the back. Alright? Yeah.
What, the
you
barefoot walking around in the farmyard.
He's been there a good few more years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So essentially, you're talking about cannibalism, then? Is that what
No.
you're trying to say to
Just
me?
imagine his foot. What
Alright.
the state of it?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
All them hard bits on here because he ain't got no shoes.
No shoes.
Yeah, Master don't like him too good, so you ain't getting no shoes. Pick that card.
It's got,
All right. So
he's got bunions, corns.
that's it.
That got a lot of,
His bunions have got bunions.
He's having a bad day then.
Yeah,
you're saying?
bunions that look like onions.
Bunions that look like. Are you just making this up though? You
I
sound
am.
like Dr. Zeus. Really? What is the point of your story?
Okay.
You're hyping up this man's foot a bit
Yeah.
too much. Yeah. It's grotesque. We get it.
Yeah, that's what cowfoot looks like.
No,
that's what it is.
See, no, you can't just link
what
that.
it is.
It's
It
like
is.
you.
It
That
is.
sounds like one of them
A cow
schoolyard
is not
cusses.
a cow is not getting any foot manicure.
Oh,
a cow is not.
you know what?
Is not getting any.
You have a wrong view of what you're talking about. It's not just the whole foot. You're just saying it like, you know, you remind me of those kids in school where you walk down the street and you see like an unfortunate pigeon that's been run over. You're like, yeah, you see that? Yeah, you see that dead pigeon? Yeah, that's your mum. You know what I mean? That's what you seem to be doing. It's like, yeah, imagine
I
that
don't know what
disgusting
you
thing
mean.
you
I
can in
don't
the
know.
world. Yeah, that's what you're eating for tea. No, you can't
I'm
do
not
that.
saying it.
No, that's what you
But
just said.
all I'm saying is the
You said
equivalent.
a
It's the
crusty
equivalent.
slave's foot is the same as cow foot. It's not the same. It's not the same at all. You know what I mean? Firstly, it's cannibalism. Secondly, even if it did come
All right.
from a person,
I'm just saying the
like,
condition of the foot is gonna be pretty much the same,
no, because you don't eat the hoof, you don't eat the bone. That's impossible.
which is just a big toenail.
I guess so. Yeah, you could get it that way. Yeah, but the point
Doesn't
is,
that disgust you? I'm sorry, I'm ranting.
no, it's
Anyway.
not about that at all. Look, you're just ruining. You need to try it. You need to understand this. Why are you laughing, Mike?
It can't be understood.
It defies
madness.
comprehension.
It's madness.
It's to understand it is to go insane.
That's it.
I mean, all right, let's just agree to disagree. It's an acquired taste. I like it.
It's an acquired taste.
You don't like it.
I
Fine.
don't like it. I have a tongue.
All right.
I don't like it.
You don't. So I mean, you like Caribbean food to some extent, though. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But wait, you're trying to reference cowfoot as the main dish that people would think of when they think of Caribbean food.
No, that's what you're trying to do. I'm just saying it's a dish from the Caribbean. It's a delicacy. Saying there's other dishes, but that's just one of them. I'm not saying that.
It's one of
you
them.
know.
It is one of them. You're right.
Yeah.
And
Like yam. You like yam, don't you, Mike?
no. It's just a.
Seriously,
Seriously,
yam.
it's just a hard potato
How can you not like yam?
that seems to be totally water resistant.
Or you mean like a piece
You
of
know what?
wax
You know what?
Or
You know when you see those cement mixers, Mick, when you pour in the powder, the cement,
Yeah.
and then you add water to it,
right?
and then there's just that patch that you can keep pouring water over it. It's not soaking in anything.
It's
No.
just. It's
I will
just
defy moisture.
defy
That's what it
moisture.
does.
It's
That's
repelling
yam.
the liquid.
All of yam. That's what it does.
You see, I don't
It's
know.
like eating chalk.
No, it's not. No, that's a bit unfair. I
It
mean,
is.
I don't know what chalk was like when you seem to have a good reference of what chalk tastes like.
I have a.
But I'm pretty
yeah,
sure-
yam.
No, yam is delicious.
I can't. You cannot. That is actually falsehood. You were talking about. That is a lie.
It's lovely. I don't understand how
you can say it's lovely. That's subjective. You can say that, but it's not delicious.
No, you have
no one in their right mind.
To perfection.
Best piece of yam. It doesn't matter what piece of yam.
What do you mean? It doesn't matter. There's different types of yam.
Yeah, I know you got Puna yam and the other one. All right.
But the other one, whatever that is.
Yam is yam. Anyway,
okay.
We're going to take a short break.
Yes, alright, we'll come up to our halfway point in the show. We're going to go take a 5-minute break, let you guys run to the bathroom or make a cup of tea or whatever it is that you do.
Unless you're in the bathroom.
You can do it 5 minutes. I really don't want to envision the listeners in the bathroom while they're listening to us. Right? But
it's a possibility.
Stop. I don't want to know about that. That's their personal business. You're inviting their personal life into my mind.
No, I'm not asking them to tell us if they're in the bathroom. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
That's not what I want to know. I don't. You know what I mean? I don't want to think of you like that, listener. I'd like to think you're just sitting on the couch or on the bus or somewhere listening to us on your phone or whatever, not doing any kind of bodily function apart from the normal like breathing and stuff.
So what? The other stuff isn't normal. I think you're a prude. I think anyway. We should go.
Anyway, yes. So while we're gone, feel free to get in touch with us on the Facebook page, which is Mike and Dee versus the World, or Twitter us at Mike and Dee. Or again, email us at mikeandD44@yahoo.co.uk. And if you do know us personally and you want to send us a text, feel free. We'll be back in 5. So see you then.
See ya. Welcome back. It's Friday night. It's about 20 to 10, and you've been listening. Or maybe you've just tuned in, but you're now listening to Mike and Dee versus the World. It's a place where we discuss
many topics, Mike. Many. Yeah, whatever. All these little things that wind you up, and you think that should I say something to somebody, or am I going to seem like a crazy person? Well, this is where you come to with those thoughts. If you've got something in your mind that you think maybe is enough of a problem to really complain about, but you still want to talk about it, then let us know, because for all you know, we probably think the same thing, and we can back you up. You know what I mean?
And people come together, solve problems.
That's what we're all about, Mike, is solving those problems.
Exactly.
That's all we do.
We always get a solution at the end.
And people like us for that, I think, is the main thing. So yeah, keep that going.
Anyway, there is something that we saw in the paper earlier. It wasn't in a paper, it was on the internet. But
okay,
and it's about another one of these incidents where I probably should be more specific.
We've had an incident. No.
Okay.
Yes. Go ahead.
An incident where some woman is caught on a bus shouting like racist abuse. Was it a tube? Okay, a tube. Shouting racist abuse at some family.
Yeah, that's right. No, I mean, from what I've read, it seems that this family got, I think it was a mother, husband, and this little kid that they were carrying, or their baby. And then she just decided to just go to abuse him. And then apparently she had 2 guys that grabbed the husband by the shoulders. So I don't know where that was going. I mean, it seemed like, first class hecklers going on the tube.
I mean, it's interesting. There's been loads of these things that have been caught on YouTube and in the news and stuff. Yeah. And it's never happened. I've never been in a situation where I've seen that happen. You know what I mean?
Not first
it's not to say that it doesn't happen. What I'm wondering is if
maybe you got the look though, Mike. Maybe they think, I can't wait to racially abuse someone, and they get on and see, he looks a bit dangerous. He does.
I hope that's the case. I hope that's the case.
So you hope they're in fear of you. Is that what you hope?
That's exactly what I'm hoping.
We're controlling with fear, Mike. Make them respect you through fear. Is that where you're going with this?
Yeah, mikasa is tsukasa. Anyway.
Yeah. Why can't we be friends? Why can't not your theme tune? Not gonna.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Not gonna work.
Really. Not really gonna
happen.
No, but I mean, especially like
the power.
Well, no, not too much.
Too much. Too aggressive.
Yeah.
Militant.
Get tired. Yeah. Exactly. Aggressive.
Angry. Oh.
Don't want those labels.
No.
Yeah. I mean, never had that sort of label before.
Never been looked at as an angry man. But
yeah. Or aggressive.
Maybe something the way I dress or talk.
Yeah, facial hair. That's
hair.
what does it.
Seems aggressive.
It's not your skin.
It's like-
But anyway,
yeah.
I just try to imagine myself in that situation. What would I do? I mean,
What, if
what do you reckon you would do in that situation?
Wait, hold on. Let's
You're
just
on
get
a
the
bus.
situation straight. I'm on the bus or the train or a tube with my family, and someone decides they're going to racially abuse me.
In fact,
and my family.
let's test this out.
Really?
Let's test this out. You're on a bus.
Okay, let's test this and see exactly how. Because I got a feeling I know how it's going to end. But let's do the test.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. No. Let's say you're on a bus. No, forget your family. It's just you.
Forget your family. Okay.
Remember that. Yeah.
See your family. Forget them. Never happened. It's in the past. Don't think about them. Yeah. Even though I say family,
God,
don't think it's nothing.
All right. She screams that out.
She screams what? Take your black willy out of my purse. What does she think is going on buses? Is that black man can't help himself? Sees an old woman's purse. Just starts zipping his trousers.
And she says that to you. Get your big black willy out of my purse.
Oh.
Right? And
you know what? I'll just say, all right then. I'll just go and sit at the bus. Wait for you to get off.
Oi, and she goes, oi, did you see what he just tried to do?
Why is she still talking?
And she's talking to someone else.
I moved away.
Don't you try and run off. I know you're not fast.
Wow. Yeah. No, I'm not.
You think I live for Christy? Right, and she's saying all this stuff
she
to you.
knows so much about black people.
I'm very aware of current affairs. I read the papers. And sometimes the internet.
And the internet.
Yeah, www. Right, and she's saying all this stuff, by the way. Somehow she's got time to say all this. All right, as well as insult you, she's informing you of how she acquires this knowledge. All right.
Ironically, she's very open-minded when it comes to learning about the people she hates.
yeah.
Considering that she's
got to know your enemy.
All right. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. She says all this. All right.
And I'm standing there listening to it. I haven't left for any reason. I'm enjoying it, if you will. The abuse.
Yeah.
What you're trying to say.
All right. But what would you do in this situation? She said the black, whatever, and then turns round.
Yeah, from my side, I'd say, excuse me, what did you say? And I'd wait for her to see what she says.
What?
Yeah, she says what? I would say, you know what?
You heard what I said.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
What?
You heard what I said.
What? What are you gonna do?
I said that's unnecessary. You don't need to
mug me.
It's disgusting. You're just referring to ridiculous stereotypes. What do you mean us lot? Which lot?
You lot.
What lot is that?
You know what I mean.
What, tall people, short people?
You know what I mean.
What? Men, women, guys with beards, dreads, clothes wearers,
lot.
Bus travellers. Yeah. I don't know, commuters on the bus. Is that what you're talking about? People who stand in this area. People who speak English.
People like you.
People like me. With my name. People named me. D. People called D. Is that what you're saying? That lot of people. Is that what you're referring to?
That's exactly what I'm referring to.
Well, good.
You know what I mean.
I know what you said.
Good. You're a smart boy.
I'm a smart boy. All right.
I'm your boy.
You know what, old lady? I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave now before I end up on the news.
Run off. Go on. Run to Africa.
What's happening? Stop this abuse. Seriously. All right. I'm moving away. I'm going upstairs. I'll go to the back of the bus. I'm moving away. I don't want to stand next to you anymore.
Hop off.
You are a small-minded, ignorant person. I have no time for you. Good day, madam. And then I would have walked off, and everyone would have stood up and applauded me, and I would have said, "Yep, that's right. You get what you deserve."
No, the bus is in Bermondsey.
And
it's 1982.
Wait.
No, I'm just joking. I'm just adding that bit on. That didn't happen. But
okay.
But how do you reckon you could handle that sort of racism from
I'm not
total
a very
stranger,
man. When racism hits me like that, I see the red.
But it's a woman.
That's why I would leave, because I don't want to be remembered for choking an old lady on the bus. So I would rather say, you know what, I'm going to leave now, because this conversation can't go anywhere else but to your own murder. So I'm going to leave. You're going to do whatever you do, carry on, you know, writing love letters to Hitler or whatever it is you do in your spare time, and then hopefully we will never meet again, and you'll be dead soon. So bye. And that would
Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get goaded into that, because I got a feeling that's some kind of sting. I'd look around the bus and I'll probably see like a couple of places.
Jeremy Beadle laughing at you.
Somebody,
maybe not.
This is amazing. Look at his face. Oh, he's really getting him. No, I'm not. It's a trap. No one would be that outwardly racist for no reason.
It happens though. I mean,
Well, clearly it does to this poor family. But yeah, me personally, I just think that I tried to take the high road, and yeah, hopefully everyone will respect that. And hold on, the reception's dropping out. 1 second, people at home. Okay, no sound. Okay, sorry, we just got a message from our friend, the listener, said that reception is dropping out. Maybe that's more of a personal problem for him. But yeah, as long as we're coming through nice and clear. If anyone else out there can confirm that, I think we are. But in case we aren't, then let us know. Yeah, so yeah, I say this old lady on the bus. I think that I would just move. That'd probably be the best thing for the situation, rather than end up on crime watch or be chased by police, or beaten up by a large Burmese son that happens to be hiding somewhere waiting for me to make that wrong decision.
That's quite scary. Yeah. You don't want that situation. But yeah, anyone who's listening, if you've had any incident where you've been racially insulted in some way or another on public transport, let us know and how you dealt with that situation. Yeah.
Did you take the high road, or did you, I don't know, for lack of a better word, get ghetto on them? They were real urban, Mike. It was scary. I didn't know what was happening. They had hoodies.
When sometimes you hear people actually say, I've heard this before. Yeah, I'm going to get black on you.
I'm going to get black on you?
Yeah.
Who's black exactly?
A black person will say, yeah. Don't.
I thought it was like a person they were referring to. Like, I'm going to get the law on you.
No, I'm going to get black. Yeah, black.
I'm going to get black on you.
Detective.
It's going to get
Detective Black.
Detective Black. He'll sort this out.
Yeah. Joined the force in '84. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I mean,
I'm just saying. 80s. I don't understand why.
I don't know. It's the theme of the day.
Anything goes in the 80s, Mike.
Yeah, 18, all that sort of stuff. Auto Man. Anyway,
Auto Man.
Back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've actually heard people say, "Yeah, I'm going to get black on him," And I'm like, "You're already black. So what does that mean for you? What is black?
How? What do they refer to when they say black? I mean, what are they referring to? Is it just the stereotype of what people think of when they hear the word black? I mean, is it like Black Friday or that kind of thing, something bad, or is it more like
the Black Death?
the Black Death. Yeah, I'm gonna get the plague on you. Bit eccentric, but maybe that's what you need. Gets your.
You just reminded me. Didn't a guy get the plague from his cat?
Oh yeah, this poor son of a. Yeah, he it wasn't. I don't think it was even his cat. I think it was like.
That's really unfortunate.
Yes, yes, it was. I mean, I think he unfortunately must have gone to a friend's house and they had a cat. And I mean, I don't want to get too graphic because it's quite disgusting. But let's just say the cat picked up fleas. The cat on the mat. Yeah, picked up fleas that had the plague. The bubonic plague. And
where do you get fleas like that from? What, they've just been hanging out since 1600s?
Maybe they've been underground. They've been forming a resistance, waiting for the right moment to strike.
And they just thought, let's go to this guy's ass.
Yeah, it'll be the start. Yeah. Agent Zero.
I think I heard there was a cat that went there yesterday.
There's a cat. He knows how to get in there. He's got contacts. Yeah. So but
talking to him, done some stuff for me.
Anyway, let's give it a pass. Yeah. So yeah, basically he went to play with this cat, and the cat was a little feral. Bit him. He thought, I've been bit by a cat. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna put some Savlon on it or whatever. And then his fingers just started turning black and dying.
Where did Savlon come from?
No, I'm just saying that maybe that's what you thought. You get bit by a cat, you think, I better put something on it.
I thought you said a Savlon.
No,
I was like, where is this
Savlon, the skin healing cream, Savlon. Like
okay, I thought you said a Savlon because that would.
No one's interested in your
he deserved the plague.
Phallical obsession. But yeah, don't care what you put in your mouth, Mike. Anyway, so he got bitten by this cat. And thought everything was hunky-dory. And the next thing you know, his fingers and his toes started turning black, and basically they were dying. They were dead flesh, and he has to have his fingers and toes amputated now because he got bitten by a cat. So yeah, sucks for that guy. See,
and people taking stray cats,
Yeah, well, I'm sure that's gonna stop now. Yeah.
Don't touch it, kids. It might have the plague.
Yeah, it has the potential to give you the black plague.
Yeah.
Then maybe you don't pick that cat up, or you just leave it outside.
That's the messed up thing. That was rigs in this country at one point, wasn't it?
What, the plague?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was messing people up big time.
Do you actually remember how it started?
Well, this is the whole theory in it. People said it was the rats, but it turns out it was the fleas that the rats were carrying. So apparently, the fleas were plague.
So where did they come from?
The fleas?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It's
not. It's like a half answer then, isn't it?
Pretty much, but at least
it's not the rats. The rats actually had the fleas on their back.
Yeah. So they were the carriers of the plague. Yeah, they didn't.
So it could have been on a dog or a horse.
Yeah, anything that can carry fleas, I think. No, that's it. But rats are scapegoats. Nobody likes rats, so you can blame anything on them. The recession, rats' fault. You know what I mean? Yeah. That kind of thing. Racially abused on the train.
Chewed up all the coal.
All of the coal. Yeah.
Very strong teeth.
That big coal shortage that we had was due to rats. So yeah, that unfortunate guy has got the plague now. Well, not anymore. I think they cut off enough of his body to keep him alive. So
good thing is you've got nothing else that can fall off.
Yeah, we can't cut any more of you off of your body
without killing you.
Yes. So there's that to look forward to. Enjoy your life in this bucket. So yeah, but anyway, I don't even know how we got onto that. But yeah. So unfortunately, yeah, stay away from the plague is what we're trying to say here today on Mike and Dee versus the world. Not good.
You learn things.
You learn things.
You know what?
Yeah. What's that?
I learned something today. I haven't actually learned it.
Did you back it up? Complete contradiction.
I heard something.
I know something. Well, I didn't actually learn anything, but is that your whole? Is this just like a routine you've made up? None of this actually happened. Just trying to paint some fictitious backstory.
No, this happened. I was talking to two colleagues today.
Talking to anyone.
I'm
all fake, listeners. He's a liar. If anything,
this happened.
False.
Fact. All right, it's fact.
Not a fact.
It is.
Go on. Sorry,
okay. This happened.
If you say so.
In this world, which we both exist in.
This
right?
one.
Yeah.
The one you're creating right now.
No, I'm not creating.
The magic of words. So go ahead.
There is some magic involved. All right, but won't be appreciated by the listeners, however. Anyway, back to the story.
You learned something, Mike.
Yes, I was talking to two colleagues today, and I don't know how this came into the subject or the conversation.
Okay.
But they started talking about masturbation. And I was like, whoa, where's this going?
This show just goes from strength to strength.
It does. It's amazing.
We've had the breaking wind, and now we've moved on to masturbation. Deep thoughts here tonight, listeners. Deep things.
No, but the point is.
Yeah.
The point is.
Yeah,
there is one.
I'm not.
I was like, what are you guys talking about that for? And they said, well, apparently, it's a prevention for testicular cancer. And
really?
I was like, what?
So
I said, what? I've never heard that before.
Is that his justification?
I mean, it's the way he judged me. Well, that's why I knock one out every 2 days. And I was like, wow. Okay, so how do you know this to be true? And he's like, well, yeah, that's what we do. And then this other guy was saying, yeah, it's true, man. That's right. I was like, wait, is this some worldly knowledge that I've never heard before?
I think what was happening there, they were trying to coerce you into some secret masturbation club that they have going on. It's like, come on, brother. Yeah, we all do it, man. Let's not deny that.
What do you got to do? Got to get a couple of mirrors.
Why? Mirrors? Nobody wants to see
couple of mirrors, couple of sparklers. We'll find. Yeah, I don't know what sort of club they had arranged among them.
One of them ones I'm assuming you don't talk about. First rule of this club: never admit it to anyone. That's the first rule.
It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. But apparently, if this is true, let us know.
Well, there you go, gents. So no need to be ashamed and look down on yourself.
Yeah,
you've got a reason now to give yourself a treat.
You're keeping yourself alive.
There you go.
Exactly.
And if not you, then who? Come on. You've got to start somewhere. But we actually have an email from the listener regarding the topic we were talking about earlier about racist abuse on buses or public transport or whatever. And he says that he had an incident Well, he says it wasn't a racist incident, but he had an unpleasant run-in with a fat, pregnant chav girl. That's the listeners' words, listeners, not mine. Fat, pregnant chav girl on the train. I went within 1 meter of her, and she loudly announced she was pregnant. I wanted to say, is it catching? Or, I'm sorry, I thought you were just fat. Ooh, low blow. But he took the high road, Mike. He said, I took the higher road. She
eventually,
after amusing myself for a number of minutes.
Fat chav. I was on his bus the other day, and there's this fat chav on a bus.
They should be rounded up and put on an island. No, but he goes on to say she continued to be lippy and obnoxious about her devil spawn.
Devil spawn.
Wow,
I tell you, all of them.
He
Devil
sounds
spawn.
Angry about her devil spawn. So I said, go ahead then, and make sure you smile for the cameras. Wow, he was ready. Which shut her up? Oh, you see, which shut her up? Yeah. Gave her what for, Mike? I want to say I will press charges, and the baby can be born in prison.
Which is probably
which was probably going to happen anyway. Wow, listener, you have some issues.
But I kept my mouth shut.
But he kept his mouth shut. But I think you've said more here than.
Was quite proud of myself. Wait, for the thing that never happened. What are you talking about, mate?
I'm proud that I didn't abuse this pregnant woman. I mean, it would have been so easy.
High standards,
funny.
High standards, listener.
He's
it's comforting that you can travel on public transport without abusing pregnant women,
because it clearly would have escalated to a level that I don't think anyone saw coming.
Threatening for her child to be born in prison.
In prison. Well,
good show, sir. Good show.
Thank God for the
fine
higher
form.
road.
Fine form. No, we're joking, man. But that sounds like quite a bad situation to be in. We've all been in that situation where someone just annoys you on a bus, and you can play out the situation in your head. You know exactly what you're going to say to them and how they're going to respond. Yeah. But for the sake of humanity and your own not having a criminal record yet, it's best just to leave it.
Well, yeah. If there's a possibility that it can end in you being arrested, then the chances are you probably don't really want to take that chance, unless, of course, you've got a foolproof way of getting out of it. But wow, listener, he said you took the high road, which I think is a good thing, considering that
a high, painful road.
Well, it could have been worse. I mean, when you want to get arrested for abusing a pregnant woman, regardless of how chavish she is,
true.
And how devil spawn like her unborn child is.
Yeah.
So, listener, thanks for taking the high road. I just wondered if I'm gonna see your face on the news anytime soon. If this is your daily interaction with the public.
Yeah.
So
may want to start driving. Yes. Actually, it'll be worse. It'll be worse because drivers are even more
angrier. That's that whole road rage.
I've got a car. I should be able to go from A to B when I want.
A lot of money on this car. I don't wish to be held up by you and the traffic. Yeah, it does strange things to people, Mike. Road rage. So
it does. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh wow! Look at the time already. Time flies when you're having fun, or mocking pregnant women. I'm sorry, listener, that's the last time I'm going to mention that. But it's coming up. It was past 10, so it's 6 minutes past 10. I have, Mike. So the listeners have had an extra 6 minutes of our comedy gold.
Very, very generous.
Tell your friends what you witnessed here today. I don't know why you would do that, unless you want to lose friends, I guess. Anyway, so we're going to head out now. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks again, as always, to the listener to participate in. We hope you enjoyed the show.
If you, in fact, listener, I was about to say if you're listening. What's the point?
It's what he does, Mike. He can't help but.
All right, listener. Maybe we need to change your name because the listener kind of sounds mysterious, but maybe I should be worried.
Maybe
okay, but so we need to come up with a name. So you think of a name and you email us with a name. But make it something cool, not like
Face Puncher 69.
No, nothing like that. Nothing too magnificent. It's not like Max Excellent Power, right? You can't have that. That's taken anyway. All right, but
taken anyway.
So you have to come up with a cool name, all right, and so we can stop calling you the listener who might be some sort of weirdo. All right.
So
something cool.
Yeah. Well, okay. And that goes to anyone else who wants to join into the show and you want to be referred to as a specific name. You can.
Yeah, we can give you like a pseudonym. Is that
pseudonym? Yeah, that sounds
yeah.
right. Yeah.
You can have for an hour each Friday. You could be known as anything you want us to call you.
Well, it's funny you say that, Mike, because
not unless it's Massa, because I ain't calling anyone Massa. That ain't happening. Wouldn't even do that for a roll bridge.
That's or something like Dexter St. Jack or
no weird porn names.
Dick Biggins,
yeah,
or something like that. Buck naked. Don't come on. We're better than that, people. So, but what I was going to say, Mike, before we forget, next week Friday, as you know, is Valentine's Day. So, as we're both men with responsibilities and other halves to take care of.
Thank God you added that.
Yes, yeah. We may not be around next Friday, so we haven't decided whether or not we may do a show on the Saturday. We haven't decided yet or not, but if you want to find out, we'll be posting the info, whatever we decide to do, on our Facebook page, which is Mike and Dee versus the World, or on our Twitter page, Mike and Dee versus the World. And then you'll know when to tune in to catch the next show.
Before you go on,
yeah,
you can also catch up with our previous shows by going onto YouTube and typing in Mike and Dee versus the World, and you should be able to get
this show that we've done. Yeah, hopefully that should be up there tomorrow sometime. If the internet doesn't mess with me like it did last time. Not that I'm bitter, Mike. Not bitter.
It's the internet. The whole of the internet messed with you
again. That's
yeah.
It hates me. I don't know. Anyway, so anyway,
no delusions about yourself at all. But yeah, go on.
Finished.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm trying to bring my name down. Anyway, listeners, thanks for listening. And we will be back soon. Soon. Yeah, keep an eye out on the Facebook and Twitter pages.
And also, it's Valentine's Day for all you guys as well. So, enjoy. You're freaky. Yeah. Whatever you do on Valentine's Day.
Ladies as well. Treat your other halves good. Make sure you enjoy it. And I'm not going to say anything else before I incriminate myself. Just say, make sure they enjoy themselves on Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay. You said ladies treat your other halves good.
Yeah, and men. You said the men, and I said the ladies.
I was talking generally. I wasn't talking just.
You said guys. You did say. You said
guys. That can be for men and women.
Seriously, the word guys can be for women. Okay.
Yeah, I've said it. If there's like a group of people say guys, I say men and women. Who does that?
Yeah, we could just go you lot, like your old racist friend on the bus.
Yeah, well, that's why I don't use such language.
No, you're above
offensive.
Such things. Offensive at most.
Yeah, guys is like we're on the same wavelength. Okay. We're together.
I see. Well,
how about you lot?
You lot.
All right, then obviously it sounds a bit more offensive.
The listeners, the audience, people listening.
If someone says like you lot, right?
Yeah.
Well,
all right, maybe you lot was a bad
something
choice.
Something foul is coming your way.
Oi! You know what I mean?
Yeah. Say guys. You can't make guys aggressive.
Okay, I'm not going to delve too deep in that. There probably is a way, but I'm too tired to really try and figure that one out right now.
Okay, good.
You bested me through tiredness, so
whatever it takes. Stamina. It's a requirement. Anyway, let's move on.
Please move on.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're out. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the show and
enjoy yourselves and give us some feedback about your Valentine's.
Yeah, we'll definitely be discussing that next show. So do something cool and we could talk about it. All right then.
Later.
See you later.